It's amazing the world we live in, isn't it? It has changed so much in the past decade. Everything is available to us in a click of a button. And it's just not available to us, but it's customized for us. So if you want to buy groceries, you go to a Big Basket, and that'll present a smart basket to you, which will pre-fill all the items that you might want to buy. If you want to buy electronics, you go to Amazon, and you buy your electronics. And it'll also tell you what else you might want to buy when you're buying some stuff. You want to find love? You go to Bharat Matrimony to find love. You want to make love? You want to get out of love? There's breakuphelpline.com. I mean, you're 21, you might not need it right now, but yeah, it promises you to move on within a month. The thing is, everything is available to us at a click of a button. And it's just not available to us, it's custom presented to us, right? Take Tinder, for example. It knows what kind of people you're going to right swipe. So it fills your screen with all those people who you might want to right swipe. I can see here that the male to female ratio is 1:5, and hence why his eyes are glowing as I talk of Tinder right now. It's crazy today. The cabs know where to come and pick us up from. The channels know what to show. It's crazy, right? Everything is available to us, and it's custom made for us. Personalization, that is the key. Every sector has seen the advent of personalization. Travel, real estate, hospitality, all of these have seen the advent of artificial intelligence to customize the experience for us so that we could enjoy the experience in a really good way. Even in education, the whole premise has been to customize. Or is it? Let's see. So traditionally, this happens for the kids today under the age of 18. They go to the school and the teacher teaches them stuff. Now, when the teacher teaches them stuff, she gives homework, and then the child is supposed to go to home and do the homework, if he can do it. If he can't, then he turns to the parents. Now, normally it's the mother who helps the child with the homework, and by the time he reaches higher classes like class 8th, the mother also says, all right, I'm not going to do it. So the child now goes to the tuition center. Now, funnily, a lot of times the teacher in the tuition center is the same teacher who's in the classroom. So what's the difference? The difference is the number of students. So now in tuition, the number of students is less as compared to the classroom. So it enables or empowers the teacher to personalize the delivery. So there, education also personalized, or it aced personalization long time ago, just that in a very ridiculous and redundant format. I've been trying to dig deeper into pedagogy and trying to understand how concept delivery works. So we tried looking at various different ways with which concept delivery works in schools and education sector as such. We looked at direct instruction, we looked at usage of animations in the classroom, we also looked at the reward system, and a bunch of other things in that area. And we realized that our schools actually perform the worst in all these areas. So take direct instruction, for example. That's how all of us were educated, right? So the teacher would come to us in the classroom, and she would teach us the concept. And she would then quiz us on that particular concept to figure out if you have understood or not, right? So suppose the concept was of tides, so the teacher would teach us that the tides happen because of the attraction forces by the moon on the water bodies on the earth. And if we wrote the same thing in the exam, we'd pass. So we thought, why not ask the people who had graduated out of school 10 years back and figure out if they still remember some part of the concept they learned in the classroom. Now, it was tides, it was the time for high tides in Bombay. We went to the sea face, which is called Bandstand in Mumbai, and we asked them how do tides happen. Now, the thing is there were a lot of couples there, so they denied answering any of the questions. So we did get some of the people who are not in couple, and we asked them how do tides happen, and I'm going to show you a snippet of that particular video. Funny video, have a look. Isn't that amusing that there was water there, and today this water has come till here?
This tide, I guess it happens because of the gravitational force of the moon.
Okay, tell me one thing. See, it's raining everywhere, right? In Uttarakhand, there were floods and everything. There were a lot of rains. Don't you think it could be because the rains have filled the sea so much that the level in the sea has risen up?
Yeah, maybe the sea cannot take it anymore. And that is why all of it is coming towards the land.
The sea cannot take it anymore. You think so? The sea cannot take it anymore?
Not really, but maybe that is the reason. Everything comes with a capacity. You cannot go beyond it. You have to stay within your limits. This all is happening because of the pollution, population, all of it. So everywhere, we are the cause of it, I would say.
we are causing tides.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, that's what our education system did, right? And when it was not personalized. Now, by the way, this is an 8-minute long video, and if you see the video completely, the same girl who said the sea cannot take it anymore, or we are the reason why tides happen, is the same girl who figures out how tides really happen. And that could happen because we asked her the questions that could clear her misconceptions, because we could personalize the delivery for her. Basically, in 8 minutes, in terms of music, she went from there to here in 8 minutes. Now, personalization is a damn powerful thing. How do we personalize? I mean, a lot of you know who Kohli is, so you know who Anushka Sharma is. And since most of you are engineers, you know who R.D. Sharma is. But no, that's not how you personalize. So what did we do personalize? We flipped it. What did we flip? We took the exact same process which the education system follows today, and we flipped it. So traditionally what happens is, you remember the tuition story. So why does a child go to tuition? Because he has homework to do, and that's exactly where he needs assistance. So what if we took the homework, the so-called homework, to the class, because he has access to the teacher, where he could take the assistance, and what the normal classroom was doing, or the normal teacher was doing in the classroom, was a one-way delivery, and what if we took that to home, because it was just one-way delivery. So that's what we did. We flipped the classroom. So now the student will actually watch a part of the concept before going to the class. While he watched the concept at home, our software picked up a lot of user behavior data to figure out where were the misconceptions in the student's head. And when the student went to the class, the teacher could now customize the delivery based on what the students needed in the class. So there, we made the education more personalized. Flipping the classroom and analyzing the cognitive behavior in the class could do wonders for our kids. So in 2014, when Prime Minister Modi took charge, they came up with this noble idea of empowering the underprivileged girl children to write IIT JEE. Now they approached us in September 2014 to create the complete content in flipped mechanism for these kids. And it sounded very noble till they told us that we had only 1 month to create the complete content for IIT JEE. And they wanted these underprivileged girl children to write IIT JEE this year, which meant that they had only 5 months to prepare for IIT JEE. Now this sounded scary. But anyway, being able to create a lot of content before in flipped format, and this being a noble cause, we got on it. In 2 days of time, we recruited 120 students from IIT Delhi and BITS Pilani, created 5 studios which ran parallelly for 24/7, and within 3 weeks of time, we created 200 hours of content which was custom made for these kids, which then used in flipped format. Now the project was called Udaan, and this was inaugurated on Children's Day in 2014. And 300 students had registered for Udaan. 300 underprivileged girl students had registered for Udaan. They wrote IIT JEE in April 2015. And when the results came out, it was nothing short of inspirational. Out of 300 underprivileged girl children who had registered for Udaan, 143 cleared IIT JEE mains. (143) out of 300. That's a huge number. That's the power of personalization, and it could do wonders for our kids. There are 350 million learners in the country. 85% students drop out during secondary education because they do not see any worth in the education they get. Access and good quality education are the 2 major problems in the education sector in our country. And we've done enough of artificial intelligence helping us choose the kind of food we eat and the kind of dresses we wear or the kind of entertainment we get. But I think it's high time we used AI to customize and create good quality content for our kids. With a socially sensitive generation like yours, I'm pretty hopeful that the next decade is going to see a lot of AI being used to build capabilities in education. And hopefully this is not how your children's class would look like. Thanks.